let's explore the differences between two famous watch brands, Patek Philippe and A. Lange Söhne. Both are known for making high-quality watches with precision and craftsmanship. While it might seem bold to call a £40,000 watch a bargain, there's a case to be made for certain A. Lange Söhne watches in that price range. These watches are seen as valuable investments, especially for those who appreciate the details and craftsmanship that go into them. To understand this better, let's start by looking at the Patek Philippe 5146. This watch is considered a pinnacle of refinement, showcasing intricate features like an annual calendar that displays the day, date, and month, along with a moon phase indication. The craftsmanship and choice of materials reflect Patek Philippe's commitment to quality. Now, turning to A. Lange Söhne, a German brand known for precision, we find a different perspective on value. While their watches may also be in a similar price range, they have a unique design philosophy and technical innovations that appeal to a different audience. As we continue, we'll dive into the details of both brands, exploring the complexities of their watches, their design approaches, and the intangible qualities that make them not just timepieces, but also pieces of art and history. Stay with us as we unravel the fascinating world of these luxury watches. This fancy watch, called the 5146R, is made of rose gold and comes with a bracelet. You can get one for a pretty high price, around £35,000 to £40,000. Yep, that's a lot of money, but owning this watch puts you in an exclusive club of people who have something super special from one of the best watchmakers in the world. The watch is not huge. It's 39mm wide and 11.23mm thick. But don't let its size fool you, it's quite complicated. The dial on the watch gives you a sneak peek into the inside workings, especially the caliber 324S IRM QAL. This is a special kind of movement called an annual calendar. It keeps track of the date, days, and months all year round, and you only have to adjust it at the end of February. This watch is like the classic Patek Philippe style, very smart and timeless. Everything about it is just right, from the lines to the curves. It's been around for over 2 decades and people still love it. Even when you put it next to the newer and bigger watches Patek Philippe makes, this one has a special charm that customers have been drawn to since the brand started in 1839. So, what do you get for spending a considerable amount on this watch? Well, besides the good looks and the famous brand name, the 5146 earns respect based on its features. It's not just about appearances, it has some cool stuff going on. On the creamy dial, you'll find a balanced day and month indicator, a moon phase display, a date window, and a power reserve indicator at 12. All these fancy features are highlighted by rose gold indices. And here's a little secret treat for the owner's eyes. When you flip the 5146 over, it may not have the same visual excitement as a fancy chronograph, but it's definitely worth a look. The construction and finish of this watch are top-notch, thanks to Patek Philippe's high standards. It's hard to imagine finding a watch that does what this 5146 does with such ease. It's versatile, fitting well in both casual and formal situations. It's the kind of watch you can put on your wrist and never want to take off, the ultimate endgame watch. And this Patek Philippe comes pretty close to being just that. Now, why might you not want the A. Lange Söhne Langematik Perpetual despite its impressive qualities? Well, for starters, it's not Swiss. Despite centuries of watchmaking history suggesting otherwise, there's this prevailing notion that Switzerland is the only place where a truly credible watch can be crafted. The Swiss started as a small industry making parts for French and British watches, and after a few uncertain decades, they built a reputation for creating high-quality timepieces that have endured. So, opting for a German watch like this A. Lange Söhne Langematik Perpetual might be considered almost unthinkable. Even though this German watch can be purchased in a similar price range as the 5146R, its recommended retail price, or RRP, is quite a bit higher. Furthermore, its resale value doesn't match the robust stability of its Swiss counterpart. It's like the A. Lange Söhne Langematik Perpetual is competing against the Swiss tradition that has long dominated the watchmaking scene. But don't dismiss it just yet. There's more to the story. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The A. Lange Söhne Langematik Perpetual is not a Patek Philippe, and for many, that's a deal breaker. But if you're still with me, let's look at why you might want to give it a chance. First and foremost, while the Patek Philippe is an annual calendar, the Langematik Perpetual is a full perpetual calendar. The name pretty much gives it away. Set it once, keep it wound, and you won't need to adjust it until the year 2100, which is the next skipped leap year. Sure, you might find an older 5146 for a lower price, since it's been around for a while. Still, if we're comparing apples to apples, you'll need an extra 10 to 15,000 pounds to join the Patek Philippe Perpetual Calendar Club. The Langematik Perpetual brings its own set of impressive features to the table. Let's delve into the intricacies of these watches by examining their internal mechanisms. The A. Lange Söhne caliber L922.1 and the Patek Philippe 324, though equally well crafted, take slightly different approaches. The Patek Philippe employs a free-sprung balance and a full-sized rotor, while the A. Lange Söhne opts for a regulated balance and a micro rotor, crafted from German silver rather than traditional rhodium-plated brass and nickel silver. These distinctions give the A. Lange Söhne a clear German identity, evident in details like the swan neck regulator and engraved balance, the exquisite finishing touches. Although personal preferences shape opinions on aesthetics, the A. Lange Söhne subtly asserts its mechanical prowess with a subdial at 3 o'clock, serving as a daily reminder of its capability to accurately measure time for the next 80 years. The debate between the reserved elegance of Patek Philippe and the purposeful seriousness of A. Lange Söhne highlights the discerning nature of the ultra-luxury market, where even the smallest differences carry significant weight, and compromise is not an option. While the Patek Philippe might be the go-to choice for many, the Langematik Perpetual demonstrates that there's formidable competition in this exclusive realm. In this particular arena, the Langematik Perpetual could almost be seen as a compelling alternative at a relatively more accessible price point. And that concludes our discussion. Thank you for joining us at Ventichic. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. Ensure you're subscribed to our channel to stay updated on all our content. We look forward to having you with us again in our next video.